When are we going to introduce the alcohol?
We'll bring it
In progress.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another In Progress podcast. I am your co-host, Jake, and here I am with the one and only
Logo. Still,
welcome back, man.
yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Do I still even know how to podcast? I don't know.
Yeah,
Do
it's
I know
honestly
how to talk?
hard to jump right back into it.
Yeah, Philip DeFranco. Let's just jump right into it.
It's been a month. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, what's been up, man?
Life. I have to say, everything that could go wrong went wrong.
What do you
Everything. Well, let's see. I have no idea where to start.
Well, I remember, I don't know, I can't remember what day it was, but
Yeah.
I remember when you Snapchatted me that you were in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
What happened there?
So, you know, like a pallet. You know what a pallet is, like a wooden pallet?
Yeah.
How you can stack boxes of it and they ship it, they wrap them and ship them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at a job that I used to have, the pallet fell. It was stored up on top of the shelving unit, and it's never supposed to move. Well, it fell, and guess who's underneath it? Me. So I put in a complaint and went to the emergency room because I got hit in the head. Had to do a CAT scan. And they didn't find nothing crazy wrong. They said I was bruised up and they could see marks and stuff. And they said you may have a small concussion. And I was like, okay. But my company tried to talk me out of going to the emergency room. They're like, no, let's just not do that. Let's not go to the emergency room. You're fine. It wasn't even that heavy. They were like, what, 12 pounds each? It's okay.
Is this one of the reasons why you're not there anymore?
Yeah, I'm not there anymore. I put in my 2 weeks and they were like, just leave. Please just leave.
Dude, when you told me that, I was just like obviously I was concerned. I felt bad, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, this is like a logo thing to do.
Yeah,
you know?
always. It's always me that gets hurt. It's always something bad that happens to me.
Dude, sometimes I feel like you deliberately do it. Is it like just obviously? It's
I was
accidental?
literally sitting there counting on a piece of. I was on a piece of paper writing stuff, and it fell on top of me, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Like, is it like a thing where you hear something like moving and you look up and it hits you, or it's just like you're just casual and just like?
I was looking down, and I heard some plastic, and I went and looked up because I thought somebody was walking by. I was sitting there doing this, and I was like, and when I turned back, I felt something hit me, and I was like, oh, and then it hit me in the jaw, then it hit me here, and it hit me like 3 or 4 times, and then I hit the ground, and it almost knocked me clean out, and I sat there on the ground, and I was like, who the fuck threw these boxes at me? And I look up and I see the pallet moving, and I'm like, shit, grab my shit, and I walked off. I told everybody, and I was like, hey, hold on, this fell on me. They're like, what? And then, of course, the Bostron's are there and tries to pick it up as fast as possible, but little does she know, I already have pictures of it. Bitch.
But yet you still never got anything from it.
No, they would not try. They told me that there was no work compensation. Bitch, that's a lie because I got compensation. I didn't. They paid for all those medical bills.
Oh, they did.
They had to because it was their fault.
Yeah, that's I would say that would be their fault.
So right after that happened, they put a paper up right where our timesheets are, stuff that we write in. They're like, "Here's your workers' compensation rules." Oh, now you now have it ever since I exposed you.
Every time there's a sign, like every time somebody puts up a sign, there's always a reason for it.
Yep, and I'm the reason that they now are high strung.
Wow.
So you can suck a dick, people. But yeah, so that's a lot of that kind of stuff. A lot of stupid crap has been happening. There's been good stuff too, but a lot of stupid crap's been happening.
I mean, that's the thing. If you don't see us have a podcast in a while, something always happens.
Yeah.
Don't know what it would be, but something. But speaking of things happening, we haven't talked about it yet on the podcast, but last time we went to this place called the Red Bluff.
Red Bluff.
That was fun.
So I guess like Red Bluff is basically a road. It's kind of like a road that
just
eroded and caved in, and it made a big...
The road eroded?
The road eroded. Laugh track. What is that called? They're like sinkholes. And it made this huge sinkhole that's about, I can't remember the exact footage, like 400 or 500 feet down.
Yeah, I think it was like almost 400 feet.
Almost 400 feet down. It's like, I think we explained it in the video that it's like a dirt cheap or like a great value Grand Canyon.
Yeah, we call it the discounted Grand Canyon. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, and you should watch it. We also had an extra person in that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
And we wanted to bring them today to talk because they also have their side of the story because they played the camera lady the whole time, and they had to deal with us going, move here, take a picture here, move here. Hey, make sure the camera started. Also, don't fall off the cliff while you're doing it.
So this will be our first what in real life guest.
IRL guest. The
IRL
first IRL guest. I almost forgot what IRL. I say IRL all the time, but I for some reason it just went right out of my. But our IRL guest is Rogue, which is usually our Rogue source.
Wait, this is the one that you
The
get
Rogue
sources
source.
from?
The sources.
Whoa!
So you now get to see the camera lady.
Yay! Let's bring her in. Woohoo! And now introducing the one and only Rogue. Hello.
Hey, you guys.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like we kind of just like almost forced you. We did say we're gonna bring some alcohol, and I think that's really why she's here.
Yeah. She literally, while we're setting up, she's like, so when we introduce any alcohol?
Yeah, that's why we had these random glasses here just spontaneously pop up. Before we get that, let's just talk about this place, man, because honestly, it was really fun. I think it was. I think I was gonna originally go by myself, and then just randomly Logo messaged me and asked me about it.
Yeah.
And they said they were gonna go too. And
I
I'm like,
messaged and I was like, you ever been to the Red Bluff? He's like, I'm going there this weekend. I was like, me too.
just what are the odds, bro?
Let's go together.
Yeah.
Let's just carpool.
So I feel like I had a better video out of that because I feel like if I just went by myself, I probably would have got some good shots, but not as fun, I guess.
Watching the video, you can see a lot of points where it's me and Jake, and we're standing on one of the cliffs, and we're jumping up and down, doing all really. The camera lady was her on the other side of the whole cliff.
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't push it down.
Yeah, that would have sucked. I was telling people about it today about Red Bluff, and I was like, because you remember that road we got on, and there was just that one little chunk that was hanging off the side, and I was like, I wonder if I stand on that, if it'll break. And I stood on it, and it feels so weird standing there because you know that any moment that can give. And that's like a 400-foot drop. But fuck it. I mean, we'll just stand on it.
Yeah, dude, people were saying like that some people that watched the video, they were like worried. They're like, oh gosh.
Yeah. There's some people who have an intense fear of those heights and that they will fall. And it does happen. But we are professionals.
No.
No.
Dude, honestly, like I remember I still when I was watching the video, we kept saying the sheesh. And even still today, I've still been practicing because I can't say it for some reason. Like y'all can like say like sheesh, but for some reason I just cannot say it. I don't know why. I think there was like a time in my life when I was using so much high pitched voice that I feel like I can't even do it anymore.
That was my problem. Is whenever I was younger, I had a deeper voice. And
I like how you go deeper while you're talking.
My nose, I was drinking that drink. I was drinking that drink, and I was trying not to choke, and I sucked it up in my nose. I was drinking, and I coughed, and it went up my nose. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. Whenever I was younger, I used to have a deeper voice, and then it was so hard to make high-pitched noises. Then I started making high-pitched noises all the time. Now I can't get back to my deep voice. I mean, it's really weird how your throat is a muscle, and it's used for other things other than other things.
So, did y'all have fun? I mean, like,
with what, using my throat muscle?
No, the Red Bluff, was it like what you expected? Was it better or was it worse? Or was it just like
overall, I'd say it was better because I think me and you had talked about it at one point. But I can't remember what you said. What did you think? Did you think it was better, or did you think it was worse?
I thought it was amazing. It was so much more colorful than I thought. All the clay and everything. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah, I can remember. And it sounds weird saying this, and it sounds real depressing when I say it. Of like, I only expected that, so I was ready to be depressed about it. Like I was like, I'm gonna go see the clip, and then I'm gonna go home.
Oh yeah.
But when I got there, I was like, there's so much more. Oh my gosh, it's this a huge area I can see. I want to walk around it and look more. This is a big eyesight that I'll never forget. And then I was like, there's more. We can walk down here and walk to the railroad tracks. There's a freaking river. There's a train.
I didn't expect that. Dude, I felt so stupid because after we left, and I went on YouTube and I started watching Red Bluff videos.
Yeah.
Where this one girl, she's like been traveling around the country going to these national landmarks, which I think is a really good idea.
Yeah.
But she went to this and I was watching it and I'm like, oh yeah, I was there, obviously, you know. And but she went this way and I'm like, holy crap, we didn't even go that way. Whoa. And then we were too tired. I don't know if it was because of me or, but there was that one way. You know, where at the beginning where it shows like the Red Bluff.
And we took that right.
Yeah, but to the left, that's where they went. And they have it where there's a rope that you can get down. So you can get down into the
okay.
That's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we'll go afterwards, and then we never went.
So, Red Bluff Quest is going to come up next weekend, and we're going to go again, and this time we're going on the rope.
Because I was wondering, because people have said like wear clothes you don't care about, because all of that orange is just gonna it's gonna tear up your shoes, just gonna be all over. And I that's why I was surprised. I'm like, when we went, I'm like, I never got it on. And then when I was editing the video, and when it shows you talking about like we could just push somebody off the cliff,
Yeah.
There's a dude literally in the background climbing up like in the Red Bluff. Did you see that?
No, I never saw that.
He's literally in the background just trying to he's like holding on to his life, trying to get up.
And we have it on. We recorded him that they're struggling.
He's literally, I don't know if he came from the bottom, but he legit was climbing all the way up. And
Oh
wow,
my
you're just like, we could throw somebody off. Here's a dude in the back just like dying.
And we could be helping him, but we're like, no, let's make this skit first.
Yeah, make this skit.
But it was a very different experience overall to me, because usually what we go see is modern stuff. We go see like electronic stuff. We go see buildings. We go see cities.
Right.
But this is something completely different. This is 100% nature. Even the road, the man-made road, was crumbling due to nature taking over.
Mm-hmm.
It shows a different side of nature.
I was surprised there were more people there than I thought there would be.
Yeah. And then there was the weird guy with the drone. Shout out to you, because you're a really cool guy. Just a little weird.
Why was he weird?
I don't know. I just think he's weird.
Why was he weird?
He was a nice guy.
He was like really nice.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I think he's weird, because it was just a little too nice.
I thought it was weird was when I'm over here, like I started asking about the questions about the drone. I'm like, oh yeah, you filming in 1080p, whatever. And I'm over here asking him all these questions and stuff and talking to him. And then he just goes to you. And I'm like, yeah, check this out. I'm like, what? I was the one asking.
I'm just sitting there like,
yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'll just film you over here. I'll be that one guy.
I just said, I never even talked to him. He's like, do you want to see it? I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I'm like, I was the one. What are you doing? I see how, is it because I don't have a beard? You do? These guys just relate with beards? Man.
I wasn't even planning on talking to him. I was like, I want to enjoy the Red Bluff. Stop talking to me. And he's like, you want to see it? And I'm like, oh, fuck it. Whatever.
I mean, legit, when he was doing that, I'm like, I should have gotten a drone, bro.
Yeah.
But
I think I want one now. One like him, because it's small.
yeah, those one you could just fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
The DJI thing.
Yeah.
Ones, I can't
DJI,
remember.
Osmo, or whatever thing.
Maybe.
But
thing.
So whenever we went to the Red Bluff, I guess this is a different question of, did you expect that much exercise whenever y'all went?
No.
Oh,
Not at all.
no.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad because we did, obviously I had to cut out a lot in the video. So there was the moment where we legit, me and Logo were sitting on the railroad tracks while we waited on her to go up the hill and see if we can go up this place. And watching it, I'm like, I felt so bad.
And then we sit there and we hear,
oh yeah.
and then we're
I'm
like,
falling.
what is that? And she's like, I fell.
Dude, no, legit. Like, you can see it on my face. It's not in the video, obviously, but I legit, like, I felt like I was like about to go like in panic mode, like I was about to like start like charging up, because I don't know what it is, but when a girl screams, I feel like they're always like something bad happened. I'm like, I was like, yo, she good, bro?
He did not care.
I'm fucking
You just
tired.
guys
I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm not gonna get up. I was
No,
like,
because when you're going up it, it looks like just leaves and like forest and like it'll be hard ground. No, that whole drop off was all just clay.
really?
Yeah, and I
'Cause
got
we
about
were sitting in like
halfway up.
leaves.
I got about halfway up, and there was no dirt. It was all clay, and I started to slide slowly, and I couldn't grab on to anything, and I accepted my fate like midway.
I mean, I wish y'all could hear back the playback, because it's just like, help.
And I was legit just sitting there like, she's just being dramatic. Like,
I kind of wish, like, I felt so stupid when I saw that they had that rope there and everything. I'm like, bro. But
we can go back for a part 2.
yeah, part 2, just to go down the rope.
Just to go up to legit 20-second video. There's a rope here in the video.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, going to Red Bluff was is what we needed, honestly, because it shows that we have different opportunities to see besides man-made structures, besides anything very different, like these new experiences.
Yes.
So we have 3 glasses because you're trying it too.
Now this is a Japanese alcohol called Horoyoi. Horoyoi? I think so. I can't remember what that means. It has different flavors, and it's only 3% alcohol, so it's not like the strong zero.
Yeah.
And I heard some dude told me that he drinks 35% alcohol, and I'm like, What?
We actually went the other day to a store and we bought some moonshine, and it's like 70%. It's 70%, and it's fruit punch. And let me tell you, it's a jar, and when you open it, I put it up to my mouth and my face, and I was like, and then all of a sudden, all my nose hair started to hurt. I could feel my whole face hurt because it was so strong. I took a sip, and I was like, holy crap.
This is like a little tea flavor, so this will be interesting. My mother never told me how to pour a drink. Dude, it feels like there's barely anything in there.
It looks like apple juice.
It does look like apple juice a little bit. And then whatever
one's
good,
I put in too much. Kampai. Yay. Cool. Well,
it tastes like tea.
Yeah,
carbonated tea.
Carbonated tea.
It's not bad. I kind of like it a little bit.
I like it.
I'm not a fan.
It's lemony.
I like it.
It tastes like those teas that I had brought that time on the podcast.
Twisted tea?
Yeah, but it's carbonated.
Yeah.
And less lemon, but it's still good.
It's got a different kind of aftertaste to it. I think this one's better.
Really? Mm-hmm. I think it's worse.
I feel like, I don't know, I think I really enjoy the twisted tea, but I think that's because I had like 2 strong zeros before that. So
I think you should try twisted tea. I'm trying to experiment with it because we tried it last time, but we didn't have any. I'm gonna buy twisted tea, and this one I'm gonna put sugar in it, so it's actually sweet tea alcohol. I love sweet tea.
Yeah, I do too. But this
is tea with alcohol and seltzer.
Just gonna send that y'all's way. Mm-hmm. It's it's basically juice, like with 3%. Like it's So you can.
I can't even taste the alcohol really in it.
So while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna look at this other kind called I don't know. Whatever. This is what we're trying. I have no idea what that is.
Is there Braille on the top of these?
Bro, hold up.
I guess blind people have to drink.
What
too.
is that?
Where?
Just the
What am I reading?
No, you're not reading anything. Just look at the picture. Like it looks like a fruit.
Like an olive?
Osake this. Sake.
Sake.
I don't know. I keep pouring more than I should. Okay, very clear. Looks like, I don't know, Sprite.
Looks like Sprite almost. It has
Almost.
a little bit of a hint of like a hue to it.
Oh, it smells so good.
Really? That's not bad.
That's really good.
That's not bad at all.
That.
The sad thing is we can't say what it is because we don't know. But whatever this is, it's good.
It's good.
I don't honestly. It's very different.
Dude, that doesn't even taste like anything to do with alcohol. That's just good.
It's just straight up like juice.
It tastes like candy.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
5 out of 5 stars.
5 out of 5. Whatever this is.
Is it some kind of berry? It looks like an olive, but it's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't even eat olives.
Olive's black.
They are?
The ones on pizza.
Wait, hold on. Are olives black?
I thought they were green.
On pizzas, they're black though.
Yeah. But like when you eat the ones out of the little, what are they called? The little
jars.
Yeah, they're like green, aren't they? With like a little red.
Yeah, they are green with the red in it too.
I guess there's different kinds.
Fuck, what's an olive?
All right, so we got another one where this is grape. So this is clear as well. And once again, I pour more than I wanted.
It's just like sparkling water.
It looks just the same as the last one.
The other one had like a slight hue to it. This one's just like clear.
So this is like white grape.
Nope.
What? You taste that too? Oh my god. What is it? It's like cleaner. It's like I gotta clean my windows with this.
You just cleaned your mouth.
Damn.
Yo, it's like gum, brushing teeth. Nah.
It's alright.
Grape. Hold on.
It's like how's it feel to chew 5 gum? This is 6 gum.
It's not bad though. The taste, but it's the aftertaste that just hit you.
I didn't taste an aftertaste.
You really didn't? Mm-mm. Well, have fun. Dude, this
that
stuff,
one is really
that
good.
was
That
good.
one was really
That
good.
one was probably the best. It's very, very different. I don't know what. Wait, hold on. It's a plum.
A
Toei
plum?
plum liquor.
What?
Oh,
This is white grape. That's iced tea, and this is plum.
Oh, they had
Legit English.
they had it in English the whole time. What is English? I don't know. Ego wa wakarimasen. Yo, I'm gonna just grab a little bit more of that. And I'll go,
Yeah,
I like
just gotta,
Damn. So,
Excuse me.
So
back to Red Bluff.
Yeah, Red
Very
Bluff
good
was
experience.
nice. Yes, recommend going if you want. I guess I don't know because I remember seeing pictures of it and I was just like, that's it. But I feel like going there probably been a different experience. And people always say if you go there first, then you can have like it's better than just the pictures because the pictures don't really define what the place is.
I will. That is exactly what I was going to say. Is even the videos that I have personally saved, I tried showing people today what Red Bluff looked like, and the videos don't do us justice. Right. There's no depth perception. When we're standing on the cliff, you could be like, if you're 20 feet away from the edge, your body has that sense of holy crap, I'm about to fall off. In the video, you have no sense of that. You have no sense of height. There is no depth perception. So you are actually seeing a false image that your brain can't comprehend. So seeing it in person and living it, like on a video, like having it live on a video, is very different.
When I saw that we didn't go down there, while I was editing and I saw that, I'm like, should I just like message them and we go back down there just so we can get that? Yeah, because I'm like, yo, I didn't get like an upshot. I'm like, oh man. And then I totally forgot to ask about the footage that you got, and I'm like, oh bro.
Oh shoot.
And I'm like, it's already uploaded.
Dang. We can go back and do like a little bit of like a part 2 of like things that we've learned and like how we see other things.
I feel like that's the thing with me is everything we do, I'm always like, all right, it's a one-time thing, never go back, moving on. But let me tell you, I definitely was so tired after that. I didn't realize how bad out of shape I was until then.
We got a really good workout, and then right after that we went to a restaurant, ate some really fattening food, like big hamburgers.
Bro,
and stuff.
yeah, and it tasted so good, but I feel like I was so tired that even food wasn't like,
I can't believe how tired. I think we went home. I went home, and I think I sat down on the couch, and I just could not do nothing. Yeah, I didn't want to move.
Then work in the morning.
Yeah, and then work in the morning.
Yeah. Now you don't work out.
Now I don't work at all. Now I'm a bum. But besides Red Bluff, besides talking about how great it was, what was something that you were disappointed in?
I think not going down the hill again and talking to the girl that said hi.
Yeah. What about you? If you had like, this is what I recommend. If somebody's going to tell me something that I should visit somewhere, tell me also the bad things, like what to expect. So,
well, sometimes people would be like, that would just bring them off where like, oh, I don't want to go anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they wouldn't want to go. But honestly, in my own, there's a big scale of bad and good, but the good has overweighed it because it's a huge experience that I would like everybody to have. And when you get there, like my negative is. Do not expect to go there and it be just like, oh, let me walk over here. Oh, let me do that. You're going to have to walk up and down hills. You're going to have places where you're going to have to climb down and climb up. If you want to get that good shot, you got to get down in the mud. You got to get all the way around and go all the way down in there. You got to be ready to use some muscle to do it. And it's hot. It was hot.
Yeah. And the fact that it wasn't like, I don't know why in the video I said don't come in summer. I'm like, it's freaking April. But even then, it was still pretty warm.
Yeah. So if you had to think of one thing that was negative going there, that you found that was negative, what would you say? Or did you find any negative in it?
I mean, it was a lot of hiking and walking, but it was all very, very well worth it.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to say is you need to come prepared, like with a lot of water, and my phone was just dead the whole time, and I was upset because it takes a lot longer than what you think to get through everything, and my phone was dead like not even halfway through.
And we still didn't get through everything. We didn't get through everything, and we were there for like what, 4 hours?
I think what caused the problem was my mistake, was saying like, hey, let's go down the railroad tracks, because I think we walked down there like
for 30 minutes.
Yeah. So I feel like that was kind of like if we just went back.
Yeah,
we probably would have stayed longer and actually experienced it.
Yeah,
but
also be prepared. There's a lot of fucking weird people there.
Yeah, so if you see me there, sorry. Yeah, it was fun.
I think it was a big win. I think from all three perspectives, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you don't see every day,
And to reiterate, the video does not do us justice.
No.
Yeah. So don't watch my video and then go.
And then go if you're nearby. If you're not, fly.
I didn't know what you said. I thought you were just rhyming for a second. You're just like,
that rhyme?
Yeah.
Watch out, Eminem.
Yeah.
So moving on. And we're back.
What happened to our guest?
Gone.
Wow. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not at all.
So, yeah, I do. Have you seen the Demon Slayer movie yet?
I have not had a chance to.
Bro, why?
We tried many times, but it's all every time we've tried, it's like it's not meant to be.
Okay, I understand that.
So, is it worth it?
I made a video on it. Go check it out.
But
yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is worth it.
Yeah, but just don't go in there with high expectations.
Really?
That's what I say about anything, to be honest.
Okay.
But I want to tell you a little story though. What happened though? Okay, so with the Demon Slayer movie, it just came out in American theaters. And I think it only comes out on the weekends. What was funny was you can only watch it in theaters right now,
right?
In Japanese or English. And if you want to see it digitally, you have to wait till June 22nd.
Jeez.
But Sony messed up. And did you hear about this?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, Sony, somebody got fired, but they put the movie on PlayStation Network. And people were constantly that you could like it was like it looked legit, like you just buy it and you can watch it, download it. Yeah. And it was only on PlayStation 4 though.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm like, shoot, I haven't brought out my PlayStation in a month, so I brought it out, saw the movie, and I'm like,
downloaded it.
So I got Demon Slayer.
You have it?
Yeah.
Bro,
I think it was on there for like 6-7 hours, and then they took it off. So people that download, I think, probably still have it and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then of course, it's on pirated websites as well.
Yeah.
So now you don't have cam footage; you actually have the actual
movie.
Digital, yeah. And I just thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that actually reminds me that PlayStation's in trouble right now.
Why?
They're getting sued.
Why?
Well, I actually was in the middle of buying Resident Evil Village, and I saw that PlayStation is getting sued because, whenever you go to Walmart and you're going to buy a game, like it's right there on the shelf. Mm-hmm. Well, then if you don't see it on the shelf, you just go buy it off the Xbox store.
Right.
But also, they have these cards that have codes on it. And you just buy those cards and you press it into your Xbox and it downloads the game. Either way, you can buy it from the store or from there. PlayStation opted out. They have games that's not on those shelves and not on those codes. Only in the PlayStation Store they sell them, so they change their prices as they feel like it.
That's messed up.
So people were buying on Xbox, you may be paying $59.99. Yeah. PlayStation, you may be paying $79.99, $89.99.
Wow,
$100 more than what you're getting for this game. So PlayStation's getting sued.
I mean, yeah, I can understand that, dude. That's kind of messed up if they do that.
So I actually talked to you about this today about PlayStation because I'm a big Xbox fan, and now this made me all this made me want to lock in and never leave Xbox because their online network I heard went up, that all their games are more expensive. The system itself has more hardware in it that's worse than Xbox. The controller itself for PlayStation costs more than any Xbox controller. And you have to get that controller.
This little thing?
With that pad in the center is what makes it cost so much.
Okay.
Because it's a movement pad. The Xbox, you don't move the controller, nothing happens. That one does. So it costs more. So PlayStation is now out for only money and no entertainment. So PlayStation has lost my vote on everything.
Well, that's why I was happy because at least we got like a Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, so PlayStation got a few points in my book for doing that.
But I think what's funny too is they aren't the only company that leaked something recently.
Really?
Toei Animation?
Yeah.
That does like One Piece, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Their website in Europe leaked information about a new Dragon Ball movie.
A new one?
Yeah, we're getting a new one next year.
Does it say anything about what it may be or any hints to what it could be?
I think people probably think it's gonna be like Broly or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Is it may be another Broly kind of thing? Yeah. But
I mean, we'll find out.
But it was good. The other movie was really good.
I enjoyed it. Like
it's a good nostalgia movie.
Yeah, it opened up like a lot more stuff.
Yeah, new era.
But I know since we were talking about games earlier, dude, let's talk about some Resident Evil. Because I know we talked about it before in the podcast. Yeah. You said that was one of the games to look forward to.
Yeah, and I actually got it on the day it released.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, so I was very excited about Resident Evil. Have you seen anything or heard anything about it? I'm not that far in the game.
I'm like 2 hours in.
2 hours. Have you played it?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, you're playing it?
Bro, yeah.
Or are you watching a gameplay?
Yeah, I'm watching gameplay.
Who are you watching?
PewDiePie's.
Oh, yeah. So I have not watched any gameplay. I've only been playing myself. Like, what? That sounds weird. But I've only been playing by my own knowledge. I don't want to see anybody else play it. I want to play it on my own to experience it full effect.
Yeah, that's the best way.
So when the starting of the game, when I opened it, I'm only maybe like 20, 30 minutes in, which that's not far. Maybe an hour.
Oh yeah, dude, you ain't far at all.
So I don't know much, but I
mean, then again, you might just be steadily just going.
Yeah.
You know.
I am going. They said I've looked at the reviews of the game, and it has like a 4 point something out of 5, which is good.
Yeah, not bad.
But like, I saw a negative review, and the negative review is like, "This is not like the last game. This is not this. It's not a horror game. It's like Call of Duty."
Call of Duty.
I mean, it's different from the last game to an extent, but it's taking a whole new road, and I kind of like it. And there's a lot more mystery, and I'm like, whoa, oh my goodness! If you didn't play the last game, you're gonna be kind of lost, but you can still play this one without playing it.
I liked how they had at the beginning where they had like a little recap from the last game.
Yes,
so that helped a little bit. Yeah,
I didn't know that it was gonna be a continuation. I had no idea. I thought this was gonna be a whole nother person, whole nother everything. So whenever I heard that Ethan was in it, his wife and his new baby was in it, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is the last people. They had a kid. They've even talked about Louisiana. And
what's the last thing you remember
from the last game?
No, for this game. Like, what's the last place? Like, do you remember? Have you get to the vampires yet?
I can remember that he was captured, and he's sitting with his hands chained together, and it is the lady with the hat and the big ass boobs. Oh yeah, the guy who has the big hammer, and then the main woman, and they're all talking to him. And now I'm running for my life from all these werewolf people. That's all I know.
Okay, so it's not far.
Not far.
I mean, like not far from where I would. But yeah, I think you got to be. I think you're probably like an hour in.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah.
And it's been the whole time. I've usually when I play games, I'm like, all right, this is my objective. Boom. I've managed to slow down and go, I want to see everything. I look at how the snow was falling, how the shadow was showing off the lights. Like in the one part of the game when you're walking in the snow and it's dark and you have the flashlight. Yeah. Like I just sat and took in, and it looks really good.
Yeah, dude, the graphics were good. I think I love the lip flaps. Like it looks so realistic.
They're really good with how we enunciate words and how we talk. And
like obviously you can still see it's a game. Yeah. But when they talk, I'm like, I look back at their face. I'm like, because it looks so real.
Yeah. And of course I have subtitles on because me, like, honestly, if you have subtitles on, you're kind of.
I mean, if they say a word you don't know, you know.
And it's kind of like a cheat, too, in a way. Because, like, let's say you're walking and somebody's talking, but you're not near them. The subtitles come up and you're like, hold on, somebody's talking? But I can't hear them yet. So that helps me find things. Or if I hear growling, it may give me, like, a notification of, like, growl. So like, growling. Quote, growl. So I'm like, oh, there's something nearby. But it's been, honestly, it's not, like, horrific. But whenever you're playing and you're sitting there, it's an experience because you don't know it's near you. You don't know where it is or what. And it can appear out of anywhere. And it's really gory.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. There's the when you get to a scene after when he gets like captured by vampires. Yeah. One of those scenes in that just had me like cringing. I'm just like, oh god.
It's definitely disturbing. But right now, so far, and I know this is a very early review on it. But I'm already giving it a 10 out of a 10.
10 out of 10.
Already.
I feel like it's because you probably just like those type of games.
I do like these, and I used to hate them. I used to hate Resident Evil.
Really?
But I did, and then I played Resident Evil.
I mean, well, you got 8 to look at, so yeah. One's got to be good.
And they're all different styles. They're not all horror. They're not all like this. Some are action, some are shooters, some are whatever.
See, that's fun. Yes. That's fun when you can switch up the genre.
So I'm already going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a continuation of a game I really liked. And I gave that game like a 9.5.
We need an update then. Like when you beat the game, let us know. Because
I may
Cyberpunk, we had different ratings for that.
I gave it a 10 out of 10. Now it's a 0. It's a 1 because it's different.
Dude, the updates made it a lot better.
Really?
A lot better. But but when it comes down to it, it's always the storyline.
Yeah, the storyline. The updates can do a lot. Did the updates do anything good for it? Like
made it look a lot better. Fixed a lot of problems. And I still have another update, and I think it's going to be like 30 gigs. So it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I update that, maybe I'll play it. I don't know.
So have you played any, I know, like, I haven't played it because I don't have good Wi-Fi where I'm at right now, but it's Call of Duty Warzone.
I'll never play that one.
So it's a free game. It's a free game you can download and you play it online. It's like a Fortnite, but it's a battle royale. I currently have an update that I have not done for it because it is the update by itself is bigger than GTA.
Bro.
The update. The game itself is 90.
Just the game?
I think it's 90 or more. The update adds another 30.
Bro, so how are you playing this?
I'm not updating. I don't have the storage because I haven't bought the external hard drive yet. So I have GTA and a couple big games on there. And if I do this update, I'm gonna have to delete 3 of my major games.
I hate when that happens, dude. Are you gonna get the Demon Slayer game when it comes out?
Probably. If I see it, because usually anime games are a good hit or miss.
Usually a miss.
Yes, usually. Because I downloaded a game on my phone. I know it's a mobile game, but sometimes when I'm doing bored, I download mobile games. I downloaded a One Piece mobile game.
Didn't you say it was fun?
I have 3 of them.
They got 3
One Piece games. One of them, it's okay. I got bored of it, deleted it. The other one, horrible graphics, no way to progress, nothing, deleted it.
I feel like that was the one I had.
Yeah. The next one is actually pretty decent, and I'm playing it now.
What's it called?
I'll tell you, it's like something Showdown, maybe. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
But it's okay, but it's not going to last.
Usually anime games never last. It's mobile games.
Yeah.
Japan's so big on making anime mobile games, but I'm like, bro, give me a Hunter x Hunter game for Xbox, PlayStation, and give me a JoJo game. I think they have it before, but give me like an update one.
I want an open world one. I know that you were talking about the Demon Slayer game. I have not heard a single thing about it.
They released a little bit at a time, but right now they're just releasing what characters are going to be in it.
Okay.
But I feel like that should be obvious, just the main.
Out of 10 points, if it's less than a 4, I'm not getting it.
That's the bad thing is I'm glad it hasn't come out yet because I feel like if it already came out yet, it would have been like a Jump Force, because they're obviously bringing it out just for popularity.
Yeah.
But I feel like because I think it's coming out this year or next year, that I'm like, okay, if it comes out next year, then I feel like it's gonna be at least a decent because they have time to work on it. You would hope it'll be good, right? But the character designs seem very basic.
I just don't want it to be a big miss because it's something that a lot of us want. Like, we love a JoJo game. We would love a Hunter x Hunter game. And then you bring out a game that we really want, and then it sucks, and it changes my perspective on a lot. To where I'm like, I should have never tried it.
That's like me on most Naruto games I got.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, obviously Jump Force. Jump Force
was a big fail.
I love how I finally had when I let you play it because it was because obviously you're not going to spend $60 on that game, and then you played it. I think you got bored in like 5 minutes.
It was because I saw in the first fight of how it's repetitive.
Yeah.
Because it's like this. It's like, bam, I just got done fighting. Oh, talk to this character? Yeah. Cool. We fighting? Cool. Fight. Done. Oh, you're here. We're fighting? Cool. Fight. Repetitive. And it's the same characters over and over again. And I know all their moves are a little different.
Yeah.
But if you look down deep into it, they're all basically the same.
The
only reason you buy the game is for the finisher moves.
Yeah, that, and it's definitely the only ones that will buy it will be like fans of the characters. Because I'm like, I want to see these Hunter x Hunter characters fight. I want to see these JoJo characters fight.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a big one I wanted to see. That was a really good one. Now, I will say because of that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the biggest and best thing for me because how would Yu-Gi-Moto fight?
See, that's what makes you curious. Yeah. But he just, spoiler alert, he just beats you with this Scyther of the Sky Dragon.
Yeah, that's decent, but it's not something that I would want to spend my money on because it's so repetitive.
Yeah, it's not worth it at all.
But overall with the Village game, Resident Evil Village, I talked about how I saw the negative reviews. The positive reviews are just skyrocketing. People are saying they love it. And there's people I know there's people who give it 5 stars and they're like, I never even played the game, I'm giving it 5 star. I don't look at that. I look at the people who's like, I've gotten the demo, I've gotten this, I played this, I love it, and the game hasn't even come out yet. Or this person's like, I just got it, I love it. Or this person's like, I just finished it, I love it.
Okay, so do you think overall of every Resident Evil game, do you think, at least from the time you've played, and let's say compare that to the other time, so let's say you play an hour, compare that to an hour, the first hour of the other games, do you think it's the best one?
I think it's on par with the last game. Resident Evil. No, I'm sorry, not the last game was not Resident Evil 7. It was not. it was a remastered version of another Resident Evil. I think it's like Resident Evil 2 or 3, something like that. I didn't find that one very fun. You know, I mean, it was great the first time, but once you play it once, you're like, that's it. Dang. Now, it's cool. It's a fun game, and it does have replay value because once you replay it again, they give you stuff.
Yeah.
But to me, it was kind of repetitive. I will give that one like a 7 or 8. But Resident Evil 7 and then this one now, they both come off each other. I've given Resident Evil 7 like a 9.5.
For the story?
For story, gameplay, and everything. Because the gameplay, a lot of people have told me that's repetitive. You're running around, monster shows up, you knife it or shoot it. But those monsters, that's the thing though, is when you're shooting, let's say you have 10 bullets and it takes you 11 to kill this. I mean, now you gotta switch your tactic. Let's say that somebody took all your weapons. Now what are you gonna do? You're running. You actually have to run for your life in certain parts of these games. There's certain parts where you don't get to fight. There's certain parts where you can't fight.
Right.
There's certain parts where you can choose to fight. That's why it's not repetitive, because there's different scenarios.
I did like thinking about it like that way. I guess I could see it being better, but coming from a person that haven't seen any of the other games, I was getting a little bored. Not gonna lie.
Of which one? This one?
Yeah, this one. Because I mean, it just seemed very slow, and it seemed like that kind of thing where you go fight the monsters and they try to kill you, you kill, blah blah blah. But you saying that and then seeing how it expands a little. It does seem interesting because I am getting a little curious. I'm like, okay, what happened to the mother? Why did they take the baby, kill her, and then drop him off
I don't
wherever?
think she's dead.
But she's human, right?
Well, he gave her an antidote, but never said that she went back to being human.
Because the guy that took the baby away said...
I think is his name.
I have no idea.
I can't remember his name. But he took the baby from her.
But he called them mortals. Or he called the guy a mortal.
Yeah, him. Because he wasn't infected, I don't think. That's what we don't
understand. The mold.
Yeah, the mold was around both of them.
So with her getting infected by the mold and cured, she's not really cured, is she?
Well, I look at it like this: of if you saw the other, like the mom, dad, the men, like all them people who were the bad guys in the last game, they were like they'd get their heads chopped off and come back to life. They'd get like shot in the face and just keep walking at you. And even her, his wife, you shot her with a freaking gun and she came back. You killed her multiple times in that whole game, and she was there at the end of the game. And you gave her an antidote. And is she now mortal again? I mean, she may be mortal, but she's harder to kill. Because remember, like, she was sitting there at the table, and she got shot in the arm. She wasn't like, I'm shot. She turned and had an angry face, was looking at the window, and she kept getting shot over and over again, and she was still standing.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And then she even was getting up. He shot her in the head like 3 or 4 times to make sure she was dead.
Okay, so basically, because what I was thinking when they were getting healed and doing all this, I just thought it was that kind of game where like, oh, it's just a game, but everything has a reason, a meaning. Okay.
And there's a lot of hidden things. And I know, like, watching PewDiePie and stuff, he's a good YouTuber, and he does have very good eyes and sees things. And there's stuff that he won't see, and there's stuff that he will see. But he, just like me, whenever there's things I'll skip on accident. But if you look close, you'll see things hidden that kind of hint towards other things or past things.
Right. I mean, because I feel like everybody's got different minds, different eyes.
Yeah.
So you'll notice something that somebody else won't.
There was a point in the game in the very beginning where you're holding the daughter walking through the house, and if you go upstairs into the room where all the stuff is stored away, there's a newspaper you can pick up and read, and it talks about how what happened in Louisiana was covered up, and they acted like nothing happened. So it kind of helps you open your mind up to go, oh my goodness, what are these? There's a book on the bookcase you can pick up that shows military training and gun know-how. He's prepared for something to happen. Like he has been through military training, and he has a book on guns, on how to use them, how to do this. So they're all paranoid. He's paranoid. Ethan is, but the wife is not. She just wants to be done with it.
What do you think about the jump scares?
I got a couple times.
Really? I don't know if it's just me watching the gameplay, because it wasn't scary at all to me. But I feel like, if you were playing the game, it would be different.
I will say that playing it is different from watching it. There are horror games that you can watch and it gets you, but there's some that when you're playing it, it's your own movement. It's your choices you're making.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people are like. Oh, this game's not even scary. I've been watching this jump scare over and over again. It's not scary. Yeah, but are you the one experiencing that jump scare, or is somebody else experiencing it, and then you're experiencing it through them?
I mean, it's like if you're watching a movie, but then if you're actually in real life, you know.
You ever been to the movie theater and you watch a scary movie and you're like, whoa, oh my gosh, and then you're like, this movie's so good, I buy it, and then you watch it at home and you're like,
yeah, it's not the same.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is you're either there or you're not there. If you're there, it's your own actions, and I bet you the people playing it have had like jump scares and they're like, oh. Like I bet you anything PewDiePie, like whenever something scary happens, he's not like, oh.
Yeah, so far, I think he's done two or three so far. But the first one, he's like, I feel a jump scare coming, and then he's like, yep, there it is.
Yeah, if you expect a jump scare, it's kind of hard. There's been times where I've expected a jump scare, and I turn around, and I'm like, oh, and I keep walking, and then bam, and I'm like, shoot.
Honestly, I never watch gameplays ever.
Yeah.
But I know because you were talking about this. Since I'm not usually won't get the game, I thought might as well watch a gameplay. But
PewDiePie's
I feel like
one of the best to watch his gameplay.
He honestly makes it more entertaining. Because when there'll be like a dull moment, he'll just like, make some jokes or whatever and make it more like, entertaining. I guess.
He's very good with his gameplays. And even whenever I'm done playing mine and finished it, I might watch his gameplay to see his emotion and reaction.
If I were you, I'll probably do the same. Whether it be PewDiePie or just other YouTuber, because it's kind of like when you watch a show that you like and you talk to somebody, or see somebody talk about it. It's that kind of thing where at least for me, I just like seeing people talk about something I like.
Right.
So doing that, I mean, I would do it too.
Besides that game being released and it being a hit right now, another game was released not too long ago, and it was Pokemon Snap. A lot of people don't know what Pokemon Snap is. It's a photography game about Pokemon. It's very different.
You take pictures of Pokemon?
Yeah, but it's like that thing where it has, like, whenever we are recording, you're like, I got to get the perfect shot. That's what this is. You have to have your right moment, right timing, have everything right, but your time, and you got to get through it in a certain thing. It's really cool because it's all like cause and effect. Like, a Pokemon may be asleep, and you can just like take a picture, keep going. But you can also have ways to wake him up, things for him to he may accidentally interact with another Pokemon. He may evolve right there, and then you got to get that picture right then, and you can score it off of it. But they released a game, I think it was 2000, that they made the first Pokemon Snap, and it was a huge success. They made another one.
I don't know why I haven't heard of this.
It's I don't know why it wasn't bigger and like news and stuff like that, but everybody's so excited about it. I knew everybody I knew was excited about it, but you have to have a knack for it. I'm not giving it like a 10 out of 10 rating. I'm not even giving it a 9, but it is like a solid 8 or an 8.5 because it is repetitive, but it's new. It's a new repetitive to where you're doing the same thing but in different areas. Kind of like how I say it's your own actions, but it's nice. I will say it's a very good game, and you should get it, but don't be ready for like this intense game where it's like, whoa, oh my gosh. Just be ready for a chill, relaxing game.
Is it for mobile phones?
Switch.
Oh, okay.
It's for the Switch.
Okay. I'm glad I haven't sold mine yet.
Yeah.
Dude, for the Switch, man, I think after Animal Crossing, it just kind of died. Yeah. And I knew it every time I like finally get into something, it just goes down.
Will wait though, because Nintendo Switch, they're only gonna be making games for that, so I'd hold on to your system. I
mean, now they're making 4K monitors. I'm like, crap, I want that.
Yeah, they are getting really good with the Switch. The Switch is still getting good.
I'm glad. They need to keep it relevant, because every time Nintendo brings it out, it just dies.
Switch is one of their best things they've ever made, in my opinion.
I still love when you can just take it off and play, or just throw it on the console and play off the TV. That's the best, honestly.
Very comfortable.
Like somebody, I want to watch TV. All right, go off,
And that's what I would do. I'll sit there and I'll play on the TV, and I'm like, I want to watch a movie, but I don't want to quit my game. I'll turn the movie on, and I'll pull it off, and I play my game and watching the movie at the same time.
Did you hear about Netflix brought a new anime, Yasuke? It's like a black samurai. That's why it was popular, because it was like a black guy in Japan having a sword, beating up people. As a premise and what they talked about, it seemed interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me go, watch it when it comes out, binge it, and so I can,
give a good response on it.
Yeah, and honestly, dude, it was hard to finish it.
Really?
Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was that show where you would just throw on TV and be on your Switch, your phone.
Wow. So that now tells me that I'm not even going to try it.
Yeah. See, and that's another thing about Netflix and their anime. Yeah. They have this niche where I don't know if you've noticed, but they always have it where it's got to be dark, gory, and have a lot of boobs in it or something.
That's how we watched Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah, well that's technically not Netflix.
Yeah, it is technically not Netflix.
I mean, they host it.
Yeah,
but
it was a good anime for the first like 2 seasons, and then it got really
shitty. Did you watch? Was it season 4? Did you watch season 4 yet?
Here's the funny thing. So if you're on Netflix and you're watching Seven Deadly Sins, be ready because they don't have the very last 3 episodes on there.
That's dumb.
They have everything but that. So we literally didn't know, and I don't think we care. Now you ruin that. I'm not gonna finish it because I just know
that's what Netflix does. I mean, obviously they probably can't if it's a season and they can't do all the episodes. I don't understand that.
I think it's the last 3 episodes, right? It was like the last 4 or 5, maybe.
Probably.
But I know it's in the middle of the season, and then bam, it's missing these episodes in that season.
See, usually when they get rights or something, it's usually for a season.
Yeah.
Not like for episodes.
It's like a partial season.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm really hoping Netflix steps up their anime game because usually the best stuff to watch is what airs on Japanese TV. Yeah. But the original Netflix anime, I'm not talking about the anime they host, but the original ones.
Yeah.
They're honestly not that good. So they need it because I feel like they're just making it just like, hey, anime's popular, let's do that,
They should hop on that train a little bit better though.
Yeah.
Because they can make a lot of people are now getting more to where they want to watch anime more than regular TV shows.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I am sometimes.
Honestly,
I go back and forth.
I can't say that I watch any TV shows. I watch only anime.
I was like that for a while, and recently, dude, have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
No.
I've been watching that recently.
So you recommend it?
Not yet.
I've heard it's a classic.
People say it's a masterpiece, and that's why I'm like, hold up. And then even the guy Isayama that made Attack on Titan, he said, that's why it's a masterpiece because it ended, and I'm like, interesting.
Because it ended.
Well, not because of that, because because it has an ending. Because all these good shows, freaking One Piece, they never end. So, but so far I did drop it before in season 2, but I picked it back up, and it's definitely where I'm like
Breaking Bad is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has the guy from the dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's good, but you'll like the younger guy, Jesse. Yeah. But it's a good show.
Isn't he the guy who's like science, bitch?
Yes, dude. That's like his slogan almost.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Dang.
I would say watch the show. I wouldn't recommend it yet until I finish it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you're saying it gets good at season 3?
For me, at least I started getting more involved with it.
Okay, we may have to try that one.
Yeah, because it's, who knows? You might get hooked in the first season. So, but it's definitely those shows where, like you say, it's a classic. Yeah. So I feel like it's definitely becoming that. But, when we talk about, I don't know, I just thought about this, but when we were talking about Demon Slayer earlier, did you know that when I made the video on it, by the way, no spoilers, so if you want to check it out, a shameless plug. But yeah, I made a no spoiler review, and I uploaded it, didn't think much of it. I just watched it and wanted to get out as soon as possible. Yeah. And then not long after it was uploaded, I get a DM from this guy in Japan.
Wow.
And he says, hey, can I, I enjoyed your video. Can I upload it on my channel with Japanese subtitles? And,
Sweet.
And I'm like, I'm not really on YouTube much. I'm not big, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care. That's fine. Just have more people watch it. And so he did. I didn't realize how many views it would get.
How many did he get?
250K.
Dang.
I have more viewers in Japan than I do in America.
That just shows where the content's going to be.
Yeah, and I
think we have more people that aren't in America who listen to this.
Oh yeah, it's like mostly everybody just spread out.
Yeah, because Americans are hard to please.
I mean, yeah, I guess
we're hard to please.
I mean, because America, I feel like the United States is just big on entertainment anyway.
Yeah.
So
information isn't their niche.
Yeah. So and then after that happened, I got another person wanted there, so they put me in their video, and then some people wanted, they asked me, hey, can I translate it into Korean? I'm like, what is going on?
Take it.
I'm like, sure, because, dude, here's the thing. These people are smart, okay? This Japanese guy, he was so smart because he's getting ads on his video, which is my video, so he's getting money for it.
And he's not having to do any of the work. He's just,
except for translating.
Yeah, and that's it.
So what I think is really smart what this dude did is because I don't have many followers. If I was big, it would be different. And if I was getting paid, it would be different. But I'm not getting paid on YouTube. I don't have many subscribers, not many views. So what he does is he gets people like that. And the main thing, he asks permission.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
And then, so I'm like, yeah, sure. And it brings people over to my channel.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then he's getting paid. So it's a win-win. And I'm like, genius.
That is very genius.
That's so genius. I'm like, I need to learn another language so I could do this, man.
Yeah. That's what I like. I mean,
Didn't your source know, like, she knows Spanish?
Yeah, my source also speaks Spanish.
Hey, translate mine into Spanish. You get paid. Sounds like, dude, hey, that's an idea. And before
that'd get you like 250K views.
Yeah, man, Espanol's getting bigger out there, bro.
So speaking of views and stuff like that, I got a flag on TikTok. I got flagged.
Is it throwing the turtle?
I got animal cruelty. Cause
it's not funny.
Wait, somebody said that?
So I looked and I was like, why did this video get 1 view?
So it got immediately flagged.
It was at my job that I don't have anymore. There was a turtle inside it was a big turtle, probably about that wide, that tall, and I was holding it like this, and I was like, all right, turtle. I actually have the video still on my phone. And I was telling the turtle, like, all right, I'm going to miss you, turtle. I don't want to let you go. And I looked, and I zoomed in at the lake, and I said, oh, there's your friend. Go get him. And I just chunked him. And and it's not the chunking and throwing him that's the funniest part. It's how he hit the water, because it is the hardest slap I've ever heard in my life.
You deserve to be flagged for that.
R.I.P. turtle.
So ending this podcast, remember, kids, let people translate for you. Animal cruelty is really bad unless it's funny. Play video games, do it right. Don't play shitty games. Always, always violate the comment section on any video you see and make sure people regret even living. And keep progressing.
Bye.
The most unprofessional things can be the best thing.
Yeah.
Was that professional enough for you, Logo?